The Seventh-day Adventist Church has ministered in Australia for over 130 years, and for most of those years, the structure of the church has stayed much the same. Currently, it consists of 9 conferences and 1 Australia Union of Conferences, or AUC for short. However, as the external community has changed and our church has grown over the years, we realised there was an opportunity to review how we are set up. So, in 2015, the AUC was asked to commence a Church Structure Review, or CSR for short. There were 3 clear reasons for the CSR: to see how we as a church in Australia could do church better, to review church structures and explore ways to be more efficient, and to specifically find ways to reduce administration. So, we started with our church members and held more than 70 meetings in 2017 with lay people and employees across Australia to capture their input. Through this initiative, we found there was a need to help churches thrive and become healthier, and a desire for changes to the structure to address perceived over-governance. To take it further and understand how we could achieve this, a consultative process with the 9 conferences commenced. To help local churches thrive and become healthier, the AUC is developing quality Adventist churches to give pastors and local leaders access to insight on their churches and tools to help them achieve mission goals. To address the second point, the Church Structure Review is undertaking a rigorous process which has resulted in 3 potential options being put forward for discussion and consultation: reducing the number of conferences to 4 with single schools and aged care entities, reducing the number of conferences to 4 with aligned schools and aged care entities, and consolidating all conferences and the Union of Conferences to create a Union of Churches conference with single schools and aged care entities. Each of these models have their own strengths and weaknesses. However, they all provide governance of the church and its entities in Australia that is aligned with World Church protocols and policies. These options are currently being assessed through the Church Structure Review and the consultation process, where everyone will have the opportunity to provide feedback. One of the principles underlying all of these options under consideration is to provide as much support to the front line as possible. That's why local churches will be grouped into districts. This will give us the ability to provide more equitable distribution of resources, improve the alignment with various ministries for an area, and localised support for mission, which will help our churches to thrive. If we can choose an option that allows us to do church better, be more efficient, and reduce administration, whilst ensuring that the representative governance structures of the church are maintained, then the church in Australia will be better off. It would allow us to focus on why we exist, to be missional and even more relevant in our local communities.